When the first promo images for Spy Family hit my Twitter feed, I thought it might be a take on the 1993 comedy movie Undercover Blues. In that movie, a husband and wife spy team are taking their toddler daughter on vacation only to get caught up in some terrorist plot. As such, I imagine Spy Family to be something similar, only the kid is now a bit older and beginning to realize what her parents are up to. However, Spy Family did not turn out like that at all. In fact, it was even better. The story is set in the 1960s fictitious European country of Ostalis. They send their top spy, codenamed Twilight, to Estonia. There, he is to spy on a recluse political leader named Donovan Desmond. In order to get close to Donovan, Twilight becomes Lord Forger, a psychiatrist, and adopts a young girl named Anya from a terrible orphanage. Unbeknownst to Twilight, Anya is a telepath created from human experiments. Anya is desperate to be adopted and has learned to keep her powers a secret. Twilight's goal is to get the young Anya into the prestigious Eden College so she can get close to Donovan's son Damien. To complete the illusion of having a family, Twilight comes into agreement with a woman named Yor. While Twilight's agency has some information on Yor, they are unaware that Yor is actually an insanely good assassin. Because Anya can read minds, she knows both their secrets and finds this very exciting. Anya barely gets accepted into school. She fails to get close to Damien. Her grades are terrible. She hates studying and basically wants to skate through by reading the minds of others to cheat on the test. She manages to make one friend, Becky, who's the daughter of the CEO of a major military equipment manufacturing company. Becky comes to believe that Anya has a crush on Damien and thus wants to help her. And thanks to her telepathy, Anya saves a boy from drowning, earning her a prestigious stellar star. Twilight struggles with being a father to Anya, his main mission, and his side missions given to him by the organization Wise. As time passes, his growing comfort level with Yor makes him a bit vulnerable to her. As to Yor, she quickly comes to love Anya, but will kill anyone who attempts to harm her. However, Yor struggles with romantic feelings she's apparently never experienced before. As such, she gets jealous over Twilight's underling, Fiona, but doesn't recognize it as such. One of the main reasons to watch Spy Family is Anya, or to read the manga for that matter. If not kept in check, Anya would steal every scene and every episode. The initial part of the series, Anya is still fun, but there's a tragic element to the character. She's the product of genetic experimentation, as I understand it, and Anya has been put into a terrible orphanage. But her previous foster families couldn't wait to get rid of her due to her powers. Once Anya knows what she has to do to help Twilight on his missions, Anya's star rises. She already has a nice range of facial expressions based on her ability to read people's thoughts. However, when Anya first enters Eden Academy, her range of facial expressions go off the chart. The chief one of these is the smug smirk, which is Anya's attempt to force a smile when Damien is talking, and it is hilarious. While Anya sucks at academics, she is really quick-witted and clever. For example, when Damien goes off on her for various things, including Anya's smirk, Anya uses her training from Yor to not only cold cock him, but to make sure the coast was clear before she did it. And then Anya had a good cover story to lessen the impact of her actions. Another time, Anya secretly warns her adoptive father about a booby-trapped door by using ketchup to draw a crude picture on the door, thus preventing his death. Later in the season, Anya confronts Damien when he's about to chicken out and not meet with his father, Donovan. Anya knows this is important to Twilight's mission, though in typical Anya fashion, she quickly forgets her purpose. As such, Anya ends up helping Twilight quite a lot without him knowing it. And then if muscle is needed, Anya gets Yor to help. Despite this, Anya doesn't get annoying. Her actions make logical sense as a child longing to belong, craving excitement, but fearing her telepathy being discovered. Another great character in Spy Family is Yor. On one hand, she's a kind, loving, gentle, attractive woman. On the other hand, she's a insanely strong, tough, efficient assassin. Normally, I would have issues with the woman character who weighs $120, easily kicking the butt of a man weighing 200 pounds or more. But Yor is so great, I carved out an exception for her. Outside of Yor's initial introduction, the series doesn't spend a lot of time on her secret life as an assassin. As such, we don't know what the ultimate purpose of her organization is. I suppose it could be a pay to assassinate group like an Assassin's Guild. That aside, I think things could be a bit more interesting if her role as Thorn Princess was known to Wise, only they just don't know who she is. I like that the story crafted a logical reason for Yor to accept Twilight's fake marriage proposal. As a housewife to a supposed psychiatrist and a stepmom to an adorable child, who would suspect her of being a master assassin? It makes for the perfect cover. But as I said, I just wish there had been more stories about her and her mission. The thing I really enjoy about Yor is seeing her embrace her role as Anya's stepmom. The only action we get to see from Yor after her marriage is when Anya is in trouble, and this is when Yor goes into full mama bear mode and is awesome. She's also been willing to train Anya both in fighting and in volleyball. She is just the perfect wife. Twilight, aka Lloyd Forger, is another good character in Spy Family. He's more the straight man in the series. As a spy, he has his job to do, and he's going to do it to the best of his abilities. Since he needed a wife and child, he acquired them. And when Anya wanted to celebrate getting into Eden, Twilight spent a massive amount of money making her dream come true. As a character, Twilight's arc has been an enjoyable one. Sure, it's a fairly predictable path. The stoic spy who comes to care for his fake wife and adoptive daughter. Assuming the story goes where we expect, eventually he marries Yor for the real and makes their fake family a real one. While the destination seems clear, it is the journey that is enjoyable. For example, when Twilight decides to calm Yor's fear about Fiona replacing her, he turns on the charm. He's about to propose actual marriage, only to have a panicked Yor kick him in the chin and knock him out. Sure, it's a funny moment, but it leads to a poignant one. When he comes to, instead of putting on an act, he opens up to Yor, telling her about his past, and thus he's able to assure her that he won't abandon her. I kind of hope that the Forgers can become a real family while allowing the story to proceed from there. But we'll see where Endo-sensei takes the manga for the anime to follow. I really enjoyed the story and comedic elements to Spy Family. The parody setting of the fictitious Eastern European versus Western European environment is very interesting. I do wish this was delved into a bit more in the anime. The Twilight's mission to get close to a political enemy is also very interesting. And the first season ends with Twilight getting to meet Donovan, and that was a good stopping point. As I stated before, seeing Twilight, Yor, and Anya come together as a family is an enjoyable story. Throughout the season, Twilight struggles to understand Anya. He also struggles and works hard to make sure Yor is assured in her role as Anya's mother. Despite being a good assassin, Yor struggles with her insecurities, both as a mother to Anya and as the fake wife to Twilight. But the cement of the unit is Anya. As expected, since Anya is the show stealer for the series, stories centering around her tend to be the best. Further, they tend to be the funniest as well, though Yor comes in a close second. It is clear that the writers, primarily mangaka Endo Tatsuya Sensei, did an excellent job at crafting unique situations and unique characters to create a world that is both fun and funny. It is a sheer delight to return to the world of Spy Family, and I cannot wait to do so when I start and continue reading the manga, or when the new season comes out in 2023. But basically, the bottom line is, if you're looking for an uplifting story, especially after episode 1, hilarious, fun, adventure romps, balanced with a slice of life family adventure, then Spy Family is certainly worth your time, as is the manga. I highly recommend both, and I hope you'll give them a try.